It's exactly 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. West Central Africa Time, 19 hours Greenwich Mean Time. This is Mr. Abundance. We had a very good session of last week, TACC, the Afro Diasporan Coin of Choice in 2021. I did mention today that we will be doing a post-mortem of the show we had last. I think that ended our 7 days. And so we will have our panelists soon joining me today as we dissect what was said by our partner company. Before I go any further, yes, so I did welcome, I did welcome you. If you notice, this is very short. I'm now going to play our theme song for the year. Let me share my screen. Yes. All right. Yes, let me very nice song indeed. Growing up, we are on board now. It's a revolution, oh yeah. I can feel the vibe and the energy. It's so strong, passion, so you ready. So when you dream, you can be wrong. Fighting down, you back up. The poverty is in the past. Fighting down, you back up. Just dream and become. Dream and become. Dream and become. What's about to go down the line? There'll be a shift in influence and power and wealth breaks and divided in the class created. Dream you can become. I can you back up the poverty in the past. While in that you back up your stream and become. Dream and become. All right, and so I want to welcome again. I am not seeing our panel. I believe that I'm on time now. Anyhow, let's dissect what was said, what was recorded, because it is very important that person understand what TACC is all about, what cryptocurrency is all about, this new technology and how it will transform lives. And so we are going to play snippets of what was discussed, and you will ask your question from what you would have garnered, because not a lot of people was on the forum, but people still have some questions. I mean, we don't have all the answers, but at least I think we have sufficient. All right. So here we begin the conversation. By the way, I need to share my screen for this one because we're playing snippets of okay, I see somebody there arrived, but okay, let me Mr. Abundance. I'm appearing there like twice. Okay, never mind. Let me now share. I'm sharing my screen right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope I'm very audible.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. My apologies. We thought the meeting would start a little earlier,
Yes, yes.
so I had to move back home and prepare for this. So I'm Hudson, and I work with Recipe. We are very glad to partner with TACC. Recipe is a decentralized platform, and basically what we do is to enable digital assets like TACC to be used in a day-to-day. And basically, what we do is to make sure that we bridge the gap that has been there between the digital assets. When I talk about digital assets like TACC, like BTC, I heard him speak about BTC, like Ethereum. Many people have digital assets globally, but very few are able to use them in a day-to-day. So our main focus is to make sure that we enable our partners like TACC to use their digital assets in a day-to-day. And what that means, I'll explain a bit about Raspberry. Raspberry has an ecosystem that does 7 things. One, we are able to issue Visa cards by enabling our partners like TACC to be able to use issue Visa cards, but also they will be able to issue their own card. These are like RFID cards, but which are connected to their crypto. Okay, that's one thing that we enabling them to do. The other thing that we do, of course, we have the transport system where people are able to tap and pay, and of course, TACC will be able to do that. This is important because we all travel globally. We move from one point to another. We are saying instead of using other forms of payment, TACC can power you to tap and pay as you move. Okay? Of course, they are able to do that because they are on our backbone. Is that okay?
Yes, yes, we're hearing you.
Yeah. The other bit that we are able to do, we have our agency system. Now, what we've done is that we have both the traditional agency system as seen in Africa by the telcos, okay? And we've now incorporated that with the crypto wallet. So what we're trying to do, we are making for a common person to deposit into wallets, to withdraw, meaning that we will be actually replacing what local Bitcoins has been doing. But again, introducing a lot of trust, because as they go down the street to transact, perhaps they know the person. It's not like where you have local Bitcoins, you do not know the party you are dealing with, and you expect to send the money, the BTC, and receive the funds. So that is taken care of. So we have the agent system, and I'm glad to inform you that TACC will be a super agent, meaning they will be able to introduce and to have their own agents network or globally. Okay, so this will ease the access to TACC and the withdrawal or the liquidation of TACC. Okay, which is very exciting. So the other important aspect is the vendor system that will be plugged onto that, that will enable the cards and TACC to be used in the restaurants, in the hotels, to pay online and all that. So we are actually making it possible for TACC to use its digital assets in the day-to-day. Of course, we are looking at other areas of collaboration, and at one point, if we deem it necessary, we will have an opportunity to share the technology. But I'll also tell you that REFPay has its own exchange, and we hope when TACC is ready, we'll be privileged to have TACC as one of the coins on the exchange. Why not? Okay, and we hope that will run from March, will be fully operational, though we intend to launch it in November 2021. Is that okay?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah, hear you loud and
All right. So that was the first session there that we had with. I wonder if they're having some. Let me check. Okay, let me continue because, as I said, we're going to play some snippets, and from them you may ask your question. So let me continue to share my screen. Yes, this is
like what he says. He says the secret of getting ahead is to know where the world is going and then get there first. Okay, so cryptocurrency, blockchain technology powered by cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology is where the world is going and it's unstoppable. Just today, Bitcoin has hit an all-time high of 40,000 US. Okay,
Really?
yes, it has. So and it's amazing. And I told a friend, I said, this is how TAG will become. In few years to come, this is how we watch and see how TAG goes uphill and skyrocket. But believe it or not, it will happen. We are on course, we are
Wow.
united, we have the motivation, we have an amazing team, and we shall do it. We are here to do it and we are ready for this journey.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I didn't realize that Bitcoin hit 40,000. Now I want to get
Yeah,
back to I want to get back to Mr. Hudson because I know that persons will have questioned. There's certain things that he said that is without do not need explanation. He spoke about the Visa card that they're able to issue and TAC interfacing with their ecosystem will be able to issue its own Visa card. He also spoke about pay as you go, the ability to use your cryptocurrency to pay for transportation, to pay for airlines. And I believe we will go into accommodation as well because everything is linked. Airline accommodation, and of course, TAP is going to enter, create its own airline fleet of planes. But I think where I think other persons might need some clarity, sir, is the agents, the agency or agents that you will have, and the ability for TAC as a master distributor to be able to engage agents around the globe to help them liquidate their cryptocurrency, send and receive money. Help us to understand what would that look like. Okay, thank you very much. You'll understand that the digital assets have been more of um, the middle income and the highly educated in most countries. And over the time, the low income earners in certain parts of the world like Africa have not participated. Okay? And we see that with the onset of the telecom industry, it is possible to move money or to move funds from one point to another, and people can use agents. Okay? So if we are going to be all inclusive, then you cannot miss out an agent who is down in the village at a certain district point, who is able to help this farmer to do three things. One, deposit into the wallet. I'm talking about TACC wallet, okay? Because people will need to always deposit TACC in their wallet, okay? So the person that is down in the village as a farmer needs to be aided to deposit into their wallet, isn't it? Number two, that person will need to withdraw, okay? And they'll be aided. For example, though you have ability to push money to someone's mobile, people will be sent money to their wallet, they will be sent TACC to their wallet, and they walk down street to an agent to withdraw their TACC, okay, if they wish to. But if they don't wish to, they will still use TACC to pay for utilities.
Yes.
They will use TACC to pay for their air ticket, okay? Now, in the developing world, because of the limitations of internet and all that, you cannot miss out an agent system. But also, the agent system will be a high income area, okay? Because as they transact as agents, they'll be earning commissions, and of course, there are margins that come back to TACC. I don't know if I'm clear.
Yes.
So the agent.
Yes. Repeat that again. Repeat that again for us, sir.
Okay. I was saying that you cannot say you will reach the grassroots with the internet penetration without an agent. Okay? So if TACC is to be used by a farmer, by someone in the market, then they must be aided to load their wallet. And if they wanted to convert from TACC to another currency, the agent will do that for them. Now, as the agent does that, remember, they will be earning commissions. But also, part of the income that you are seeking as commission will come back to TACC.
So I think
I don't want to get me down.
so. Yes, I think will it come back in form of transaction fee, something like that?
To TACC?
Yes, he said the commission will come back to TACC. Like, how will it come back? Will it come back in form of transaction fee? I don't know. Or
When you are to transact as a super agent, it means that for a certain amount of plot, you are given certain commissions. And as part of those commissions, you see to agents. Have you gotten me?
okay, now I want to ask a question, sir, Mr. Hudson. You know, in the cryptocurrency space, whenever you do a transaction, there's what is a transaction fee is charged. Okay, so I'm asking now, this transaction fee, is it what is going back to TACC in form of commission, or I don't know? Are you familiar with crypto? Like, when someone make a transaction, is it a transaction fee that is come back to TACC as a commission, or is there something else? I don't understand.
Okay, I will explain. It's not only crypto that they charge transaction fees.
Yeah.
But there are three areas that I will explain. If you're looking at airtime top-up, you are given a rebate for a particular amount of float that you have. I'll give an example. It could be that for every $100 that you're using for airtime top-up, you are given 10% of that. I'm giving an example. And when you are given the 10% onto your $100, you can decide to say that for your agent, you will see 4%. Okay? So it means that when your agent buys airtime worth $100, you are picking the 10 and you are seeding the 4%, let's say. So you remain with the 6% that remains as an income to TACC.
Okay.
That's one bit. When it comes to utility payments, it's the other way around. For every transaction you make, there are transaction charges. So a percentage of those transaction charges is ceded to the agent, and you remain with a certain percentage. Okay. So when it comes to the crypto, because I believe you'll be transacting also crypto. So similarly, for every transaction that you do with crypto, there are transaction charges. So a percentage of that will remain as an income to you, and another percentage goes to the agent.
Yes, I think you have made yourself clear, and if the community can recall that there is a similar system with buy-rent exchange as okay, we will just continue with the clips. Registered their corporation there in Uganda. So Mr. Hudson will speak to that just now. TACC will go more than Bitcoin because we are united. Thank you very much. Good evening, House. My question is, how will the Visa card reach each and every one door? Do a step, I guess. Okay. Well, Mr. Hudson, do you want to take up that? How will the cards be disseminated? From my standpoint and from my experience in network marketing, when the company issue a card, you will need to give them your address. Some persons do not have physical address and physical, with number and house and a road. We know that challenge, and so what I know is commonly happen is that a standard address is given where cards can be sent and can be picked up. So I'm not too sure if that is how we will do it. Mr. Hudson, you want to shed any more light on that?
Okay, thank you. There are basically two ways that will happen. One, you must know that all these cards will be connected to a wallet. So actually, they can have virtual cards that they can use. That's one. Two, you have the agent system that will be spread. So the agent system, the agents that will be placed at different places will also supplement. Okay? In areas where you have and you have marketers, let's say, because you are using an MLM system, the office and the marketers, the team leaders, will now help the card to cascade to the lower people.
Yes, and that is an excellent network of distribution. That the card will be coming to the agents. Thank you very much, sir. All right, let's. And I think this is the final one. There's certain things not yet handed over because, from my understanding, that Radpay is actually expanding their services, and so rather than to give us, for example, the ability to do utility, to transfer TACC to your Visa or to your bank account, or to buy airline, those features. I think they're also adding other additional feature. Mr. Hudson, do you want to come in here?
Okay, regarding the transaction limit, people should understand how crypto works. Now, what we are doing is that as you move outside the ecosystem of TACC to the banking infrastructure, always there are limits depending on which bank you'll be using. So if you want to use your TACC without any hesitation and without those limits, then you must as possible transact with TACC. Okay? But now when you want to liquidate and get the fiat currency, depending on the bank that you'll be going to,
there comes limitation.
There comes
limitation, because that is what we have been having. I mean, if everybody on this panel, a matter of fact, the 3 persons on this panel understand that very well, because they have been trying to get cryptocurrency, which like pulling heat.
All right, I think that we have. I can stop share the screen now. I'm not too sure now that my guess. Is it that they did not? I did not give them the link today. All right. Nevertheless, all right. So those were the clips that I chose to replay to highlight the key areas coming from our fintech partners and how their services will impact TACC ecosystem, and they will not be the only one. We will have many companies that will come into our ecosystem. Your mobile telephone, a matter of fact, trust me, even banks will be coming in. All right, so let me go to the questions, because we've already gone 27 minutes. Let me go into the questions for today. All right, greeting to the House of Tiashan. TACC is going uphill by Dizefa Ahedo. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Greetings to the House of Tiashans. Okay, it's the same thing there. I'm happy to be here, Mr. Rollins Williams. Thank you very much, sir. Greetings, Madam Dame Adiola. Yes, good evening. Good evening, Global Tiashan from the UK, Jax. Thank you very much, Jax R. Charleston Luby, good afternoon. Greetings from Antigua. Looking forward for a time of full information this afternoon. Yes, sir. This afternoon is a time to actually answer questions, to bring clarity if you may not understood that presentation that went when it was Thursday or Friday. Engineer Ade Amotola from Abuja. Hard work does not go unnoticed, and someday the rewards will follow. I appreciate all the leaders in the house. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, Mr. Abundance Tiashan family. Together we will do it. Good day to Mr. Abundance and the fellow Tiashan. Nothing can stop this movement chain. Uphill we go, watching from Nigeria. Thank you very much. Good evening, Honorable House. Mr. N4, you're supposed to be on the panel today. What happened? Did you not get the invitation? Probably I didn't send them. Good evening, House of Tiashan. Glad to listen tonight. Postmortem going uphill. Thank you very much. Great to be here. Thank you. Good evening, House. My question for today is: when will TACC app be the launcher? Well, you cannot get an app unless you are on the exchange trading. So we are not there yet. We are not trading. So there's no app at this time. All right. Greeting, Mr. Abundance and the entire Tiashan. We are grateful to the infinite for this moment, opportunity. As we dream, we will become Thank you very much, Dame. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiashan. I'm watching from Abuja, Nigeria. We can't wait for our dreams to become true. Thank you very much. And you know, having dreams coming true mean that we have to put our hands together. You know, this is not just one person trying to do everything and everybody stand with their hands in their pocket and expect to change centuries of unfair conditions for us, especially. We have to unite and work as we have never done. We have worked so hard for other people to gain financial freedom. We are very good at working hard for others. But when it comes to work for yourself, you as if there's no urgency. Aren't we tired? How many years have you been working? Some are working for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Ask yourself the question, are those years equal to what I have in value? Am I living the life financially that reflect those years? And you went out there and you are still going out there. But you have an opportunity here that within months, a matter of fact, one of our session, our leader in Cameroon, Mr. Yemen, a teacher by profession, a technical, an engineer teacher by profession, and he told us he calculated what 35 or something years that he would have worked, retired. And when he calculated all those years, he has not received not even 200,000 US dollars in 45 years on the job. You have an opportunity today that has the potential not to give you 45,000, not to give you 200,000 45 years, but millions in months if we do this together. But you see, you were not conditioned to work for yourself, working together to create wealth. Those things are not taught in school. And so it will not come natural to you. That is why we will ever live from hand to mouth and scarce to want. The elites do not want you to know that this is the only period where you do not need approval to create money. And there's no limit to the amount of money you're creating. TACC is money. On the exchange, when it goes there, when one coin goes to $10, 20, 100, 1,000, 10,000, how many TACC do you have? And who will you blame when the time comes? No, something must be wrong because my panelists are not coming up. Anyhow, I'll be soon bringing this broadcast to a close based on our time. Anyway, I am locked, Mr. Keith. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiash in the house watching from Nigeria. Yes, good evening, Cyril. Selvin Isaac. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, and to all the Tiash across the globe. Dream and become peace and goodwill. Thank you very much. Greetings to the Tiashan group. I'm locked in. Rufus. Successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others. Unsuccessful people are always asking, what is in it for me? Have mercy. This is deep. Successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others. That is servant leadership. But unsuccessful people are always asking, what is in it for me? The Rathpay partner said that they will issue TACC Visa Card, and also TACC will issue their card also. Please, more clarification.
No, what the leader was trying to say is that TACC will have the ability to issue its own Visa card through RadPay system. That's what he meant. All right, Chief Abundance, we need a link to join you, sir. All right, we will do that the next time because I guess I didn't send them the right link, probably. Good evening, our able leader. We shall reach the promised land from Abuja. Greetings to you all in the house of Tiashen. This is going uphill moment for TACC, Jim, and Become. When TACC goes live on the exchange, how does new prospect create and fund their wallet, sir? It will be as you're doing with Bitcoin today. How do you create a Bitcoin wallet now it's on the exchange? Or an Ethereum, a Litecoin, a Ripple? It's very simple. You will join from the website or from somebody can give you a link to join, and you will buy now directly from the exchange. You will not, I mean, you are now buying from the exchange, but not live. But at the time when we go to the exchange, you'll be buying at the current rate trading. That's the difference. Now the rate are locked. So today it is 50 cents, and it will be 50 cents until we know February 15th. On the exchange, the coin could be $1 today, $5 tomorrow, $20 the next day. Okay, so that is the difference. But you will buy directly from the live exchange platform. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, my boss. For the fact that our fathers were poor doesn't mean we should also become poor. In TACC, we are free. This is Stephen. That's correct. It's not how you were born. Pat Luke from Antigua. Good afternoon. Thank you, Pat Luke. Welcome. Good evening, my leaders. Chukwa or Chukwu. Roxana Griffith. Hello to the House of Tiash and greetings from Texas. TACC is going uphill indeed. We're all over the globe. Good day to my TACC family. This Mills from Antigua. Oh, I was just going to say from the Bahamas because I know the Mills are from the Bahamas. So I guess it's a family there, an extension. Good afternoon to the house. Dream and become. We create our reality in our minds. Change your mindset. We become what we think. So dream and become. Thank you very much. That is so true. Very good point. Good evening, my leaders. TACC is a finishing product. Fred from Abuja, Nigeria. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the entire TACC. Good evening to all the members of this house. I believe 100% surely that my dead dream, what I have dreamed for several years, will achieve through TACC. Thank you, Mr. Abundance. You know, every promise of blessing comes with action. Nothing is achieved without action. As much as we are destined to be the game changer, even though we are destined to hold the keys to the global economic future, even though we are promised that as we dream, we can become, we will need to act. Faith without work is dead. And so what am I doing to guarantee the success of TACC? That's the question each of us must ask. I must also say, I did mention it a couple of days ago, that we have raised over $1 million in TACC. We are going to 2.5, and the Bitcoin rising also helping. And that's the good thing about cryptocurrency. And so if Bitcoin goes to 50,000, it means that, or 60,000 for one coin, of which it predicted, we could raise the 2.5 million with the same amount of people presently. But that is not what we want. We don't want to have the soft cap reach and our foundation is not solid. We have a little over 11,000 people. I'm not impressed with that, but we are doing things behind the scene to help those numbers, you know. So that is where we are today. Good evening to all the members of this house. I believe 100% sure. Okay, I read that already. Yes, you have to have agents in village town to assist. May have difficulties doing transaction. That's right. You know, a lot of people will not understand the agency system, except if you take, for instance, a Western Union where you can go give your money and send it and receive money as well. So look at the agency as a Western Union, as a MoneyGram, but it will be transact in both ways. With cryptocurrency, you'll be able to go and buy cryptocurrency. You'll be able to go and cash out cryptocurrency. Persons within communities, because where cryptocurrency is going, and I said it, not too long in the distant future, you will not need to change cryptocurrency into nothing. You just transact it and everybody will be accepting it, you know. All right. Good day, Chief Abundance and all the theatricians in the house. I'm Isaac Awatwi. Greetings from Ghana. Very much, sir. Maria St. Just, that is our National Executive Coordinator in the US. Good afternoon from here where to the wonderful house of TACC. Good evening to the house. Thank you very much. All right, we are whining. TACC to the world. TACC is going to go around Nigeria. We ain't joking. You know, I am still waiting for the invitation from the House, sent from the House of Representative leader, and also from the President of the Senate. I was told that the letters that I wrote, which were submitted by Professor Prince Einsong, our one of our advisors in Nigeria, that those letters were received and approved by both houses. And so I am waiting for those letters to reach my desk so I can respond. I think my understanding is that I will be invited to Nigeria to address both houses at different times, both the Senate and the House of Representatives, because they want to know how TACC will be able to serve and benefit Nigerians in all 36 states. And so that is where we're going. And so, and you know, if our Global Youth Ambassador was here, he would have said it is finished. First Lady UK, good evening, Mr. Abundance, panel and all the Tiasha. You know, there's no panel. I think I did not send out the correct list today. Link. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Still curious, but watching. No, sir, you can remain curious. You know, the way in how we were conditioned is why we are where we are today. I can say to you, if the website had person that doesn't look like you in the percentage that it is, you will not be curious for sure. You know, if the elites and the banks had this program, government had this program, you would not be curious because it is coming from a known place. Cryptocurrency came from an unknown place, a decentralized system that is not controlled by government. And that is why a lot of millionaires are being created every day in Bitcoin, while we still remain poor and curious. 9 years ago, Eric Finman did not have Mr. Abundance to do a presentation. There were no countries that had approve cryptocurrency. South Korea passed legislation in the House of Assembly to allow their citizens to purchase, trade, and to hold cryptocurrency. India, a couple days ago, opened the second crypto bank in the world after the Supreme Court earlier in March of last year, struck down a ban that was imposed by the central bank, banning all Indians from entering into cryptocurrency. That is why they could have a bank now. Remain curious, sir. You have a court in France that ruled that cryptocurrency is equal to money, that of Australia as well. You have Germany, BaFin, that certified that cryptocurrency has stored value and can be used as a medium to exchange goods and services. You have Wyoming in the United States that has already passed legislation so that its citizens can spend cryptocurrency as a legal tender. You have the first bank there. You have the comptroller of currency in the United States that had already given green light for banks in the state to treat cryptocurrency as money. That is why now you can go to Bank of America and buy and sell cryptocurrency. And a lot of us in the UK, in the United States, even in Africa, can send crypto to your bank account and get money, because I've been doing it in Africa. So while you are remaining curious, the simple minds are making millions. And that is what I have been saying for a long time. Bachelors, masters, and PhD students will be washing dishes for persons without degree and keeping their books, and their children as well. Because the more technical you are, is the more inclined you are to work for someone and to remain poor. Because except you can control the narrative, except you will not get involved. Eric Finman 8 years ago did not have a diploma, but he is now advising PhD and economists around the world about this new technology. Remain curious. We are watching the StreamYard link, needs to be set. It seems expired. Really? Okay. Good morning, Monica. All right then. Good evening, Chief Abundance and TACC. TACC is going uphill. All hands must be on deck, but we have to be patient so as not to burn for a bowl of soup. Well, you know that was done already. All the examples we have of Prosperous Spring, our assistant over there in Sokoto, Madam Godswin, there are so many examples. Our Diana Princess McDonald, our executive coordinator from Antigua, from the Caribbean, she has many experiences of persons who are now looking for their passwords. Some are saying only if they can get their hands on their passwords, they will be millionaires today. What more do you want? It means that you have not done any research. If you're still curious today about cryptocurrency, you are a wandering generality. You are a wandering generality. And so I'm asking those who are curious to become meaningful specifics. Has any civilization or generation in earlier times ever done this and succeeded? Has any well, I'm not sure what the question is. Has done what? Is it to change our permanent or our global name label as slaves, or as people of color
coming together to change our curse. What it is, I'm not sure. But what I can say that the way how TACC gave birth, the way how we were able to come together on one platform, not knowing each other, our slogans, vision, theme, mission, they're all unique. Our social program, TACC Malaria Africa program, our international musical festival, culture and trade. No, these our Afro Cup of Nation. Hey. Mr. Abundance and all the TACC community globe. Good evening to Mr. Abundance and all the TACC community globally. TACC is going uphill. Please, I get lost by the internet with the app get launched. You can always listen to this audio. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. In fact, we are most grateful for you for your courage and your uncompromising stand and for the less privileged. God will bless you. I am Musa watching from Ghana. Thank you very much, my dear. I actually passed through Ghana. Oh. I passed through Ghana. TACC is the way out for Africans and the rest of the world. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. I'm sitting down waiting for the link. The link will not come today, my friend. I don't know. The link came, but I guess it is actually expired. So next time I will do it shorter. Closer to the time. Or maybe I didn't send you the right link. It could be that. It could be another link that I missent. All right. So today is already out. Good evening to the family of TACC. Please, Mr. Abundance, how will one convert the coin from soft cap to physical cash? Should TACC come live into the market? No. When TACC, you don't need to convert anything. The wallet that you have, the coins that you have in your wallet will be money. The wallet that is the reason why the number of coins that you have will determine your ability to spend. If you had 1,000 Bitcoin is $40,000 on the exchange. TACC will be on the exchange when the soft cap is reached. The ability for you to buy TACC, the ability for TACC to appreciate in value, all that will be on the exchange. But it's not what is on the exchange, it's what is in your wallet will make a difference. Because if you have nothing in your wallet, even though TACC is at 40,000, it means nothing to you. That is what you need to get down pack with. So if you have one coin, TACC coin, and you can have 50, now get it. My leader, one of the challenge is how to register a prospect in the village who is illiterate and does not have email address. The thing is, as you are in Africa, and I was there in Cameroon, and I was there in Nigeria, and I know the answer. I know the answer. It has been done. Those who do not have, those who have will help. That's it. If I come up to somebody that don't have an email, don't have to use, as the leader. That's why we have leader in local government and local community. They help them, register them, and hope that you have the integrity to do the right thing. That's it. We have to help each other out. All of us at one time did not know the technology. All of us at one time did not know how to create an email address. Somebody teach us now. I'm pleased to be in the information with TACC progress so far. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you for your reply. All right. I want again to thank everyone who have joined Mr. Abundance here. I'll be back here on Sunday. I believe during this week, I will have the exchange, the persons that are hosting TACC on Byrek Exchange. They will be here during this week. I will do the announcement, and so that if you have questions again for the exchange, the
our fintech partner was with us last week. Let's see when the exchange platform can be with us. Thank you very much again for participating. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. I'm sure the National Assembly Nigeria in a serious discussion now. Well, that is what I was told, that they should be. It was a holiday when the letter was received just before the Christmas. Both the president of the Senate and the Speaker of the House, they received my letter, of which they have endorsed and approved that I should be invited. A matter of fact, the exact word from Professor is that the president of the Senate instructed the clerk of the House to so issue that invitation. So I'm just waiting. Thank you very much. All right, then, this is Mr. Abundance coming to you from West Central Africa. Together we can, together we will. That is our philosophy, our theme, dream and become.